Hello everybody in the internet world, it's June, your tarot queen. I know I haven't posted in a while, and for that I'm sorry. As everybody knows, my husband is a quadriplegic still, till this day. He is getting a little bit better, a wee bit at a time, but you know, that's to be expected with a spinal cord injury. I myself have I'm 8 days out of a knee replacement surgery, and that also is getting better. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's okay. I definitely recommend PT if you ever have to have one. That PT is a very important part of your recovery, and I know that everybody's pain tolerance is different. And you know, they give you medicine to help you, and hopefully you take it and wait till it kicks in before you start doing your exercises. But you know, do them, because you'll be glad you did. You'll be able to have full range of your leg or your hip or your shoulder or whatever you're having your replacement done on. You will be glad you did the PT. So sound like I said BD, but PD or something, but I didn't. I said PT, so which is physical therapy. I feel like that we all, I don't care who you are, we all have baggage. We all have things we wish we hadn't done. We all have things we wish we would have done or should have done or could have done. But, you know, you really can't change the past. The only thing you could change in the past is how you react to it. So I want to say, you know, forget about living in the past. The rear view mirror is small for a reason. Your past is small compared to what your future could and would be if you will only trust in yourself. Spirit, God, Creator, whatever you call it, doesn't make junk. You're not junk. And there is only one you. That's all there is. You are unique. You are special. You are here to either learn or teach someone something. Sometimes it's both. So get your lesson. Do it. Move to the next plane. Move up. You know, move to the next level. And I call my age a level, because life is sort of like a game, but it's not. A game you can just throw down and say, it's too hard, or I don't want to play that. It's stupid. I can't seem to get the internet to work, or the device to work, or whatever. So you give up on it, you get frustrated, and you give up. I know life can be frustrating at times, and it is very frustrating at times. But life, you can't give up. There is a reason you're here. You made that contract. You've got to uphold it. If not, you're going to come back and you're going to do it all over again. And why do it all over again when you could do it the first time? It's like, I'm like, why touch something twice? If you've opened it up and you're going to throw it away, why not? While you have it in your hand, go throw it away. Why touch it twice? Why open it, throw it down, come back to it later? Oh, I got to throw that away. And then go throw it away. You already had it in your hand. You just created extra work for yourself. So try to think smarter and wiser, and stop trying to create extra work for yourself. Also, when you talk to yourself, be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Sometimes the only thing that somebody gets is a smile, or hey, you can go in front of me. And I'm not talking about money, monetary things. I'm talking about just common courtesy. Open a door for someone. You're coming out, you can hold it a second. You're not in that big of a hurry. You don't have to beat somebody or beat them, you know, to the merge lane. You don't have to be in front of them. You can let them come through. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to get in the other lane if there's no one there, when you letting somebody merge into your lane, you know, into the lane that you happen to be in at the time. Come on, be courteous, people. There's nothing wrong with that. You are not entitled to the whole road. You know, I know a lot of people think they're entitled to everything, but they're not. You're entitled to what you work for. And you're entitled to your karma as well. I'll tell you that. You're entitled to that. If you do good things come. If you talk to yourself like you can, you can. If you do bad things come. If you talk to yourself like you can't do anything, well, can't never could. So don't talk to yourself that way. And try to give people courtesy. You may not always agree with them. Heck, Lord knows I don't. I don't agree with half the people. But it's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm just not entitled to push my opinion onto someone else. Nor are you. So, you can have your opinions, but try to understand the opinions of others. You can say the same word, and I guarantee you get 10 different answers of what that word means to that person. So you have to listen, and you have to pay attention to what people are saying, and try to hear them. Try to hear what they're saying, and then assess how you feel about what they're saying. And if you don't like it, maybe address, did you mean to say that like that? Or, what do you mean by that? Or, question it. Ask them, what do you mean by that? And then if they don't give you an answer, then maybe, I have to get back with you on that question. Or, just step back and, all right, that's their opinion. They're entitled to have it, but I don't have to agree with it. And you can set your boundaries. You are in charge of who you let come into your life. And I have let people into my life unconditionally until I learned them. And sometimes people can fool you big time. And sometimes people change. Rarely, but they do change, or they try to change, and they've changed for a while. But then they get into that rear view mirror and start looking at the past, and next thing you know, they're back in it. And they're back to the same person that they once were. So, try to take that with a grain of salt. Let them be. Keep them at arm's length. Know yourself what you can trust in that person and what you can't. If they say they're going to be there, they promise, and before they never showed up to their promises. And say, this time, they always showed up. Every time they said they were going to be there, they showed up. And you're like, oh, yes, they've changed. Wow, exciting. I'm so happy. And then they revert back. And you're like, So I always say, shame, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, not that I don't give people second and third chances, because I have. But those second and third chances are rare, and they're usually at arm's length. And that's to protect me. Not everybody has to do that. Some people can handle hurts and heartache and pain, and I'm like, wow, I wonder how they do that. I like to learn from that. So, and it's okay. I'm not begrudging anybody anything. And I'm sure I've hurt some people that I don't even know why, but they need to tell me so I can fix it or explain my reasoning. However, some people I've hurt and I do know why, and it was my bad, and it's okay. I mean, not that it's okay that I hurt them, but I realize it, and I'm sorry. So for anybody out there that I may have hurt in the past, I am truly sorry. If I could take it back, I would, but I don't live in the past. I live in the future. I live where my future is bright and big and hopefully positive. So with all that being said, yes, Eclectic Spiritual Path is still making things. We are still selling things. It's been a journey for us because, it's hard when, you're hurt, but that's making excuses. So I'm not going to make excuses. It is what it is, and I need to get on it. I need to get my creative side back, and I am. I'm working on that every single day, and I'm going to try to post more and more and more and more and more. You guys are going to get sick to see me. But that's okay. You don't have to watch. But if you do like what I talk about, you do like my videos, you do like my attitude or whatever, like and subscribe. You know, do me a favor, help me out here. Let me get to at least 500 subscribers, and that would be great, or 1,000. I would love that. It costs you nothing. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, so you can. So I'm just gonna do a little shuffle of these mermaid deck cards and see if I can't pull some stuff out of the arena about what's going on with 2025. I mean, we started out with a bang, didn't we? First, there was a terror attack in the United States, and then there was a guy just blew up a truck for, well, I still don't know why he blew up the truck. And then now these fires in California. And, you know, y'all, I'm sorry, but it's not the Democrats' fault that there was a fire in California. Just like it's not your fault there's a tornado in Kansas. I mean, come on. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard, was somebody who's blaming the Democrats for that. I'm like, ooh, I wish they had that much power. We'd had the presidency again, wouldn't we? But they don't. So I love it that they want to give people power, but people don't have that much power. Only the Creator, only Spirit has that much power. So that's great. But anyway, I want to kind of see where we're going in 2025. I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, one flew out of there. We'll take that one, and we'll take this one. Let's see what else comes out of here for this moment. See what's going on in 2025. Unfortunately, I don't have enough subscribers to do some live stuff as far as tarot goes. If you want a tarot reading from me, you can always contact me on Facebook or leave me a message on here. Hopefully you can leave me a message on here. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. My readings are normally an hour or longer, depending on what you're talking about. But, and the reading that you get. Now, I do a situational spread, which is 4 cards. I do basic Celtic Cross, which is 10 cards and plus. And then I do some throws that I've designed myself, which are specific for like love life, finance, you know, etc. So if you wanted to know about a few things in your life, that would be the reading to get. So anyway, nothing else is coming out. So let's see what we got here. I have to put my glasses on. I broke my black ones. I was so disappointed. But we got the Empress. She's upside down. And the Empress card talks about taking care. And we're not taking care. We're not being kind. We're not being neighborly. I mean, heck, even Mexico and Canada have jumped in and helped people fight those fires in California, you know, and I live in the volunteer state, and, you know, we try to help one another. We try to help our neighbors, but sometimes it's hard, you know, life gets in the way and you're like, I got to do this, I got to do that, I can't get out, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. So you make excuses, but you got to try to stop making excuses. You got to try to, you know, grab it and say, what can I do to help? What can I do? I can't fight a fire. Obviously, I've only got one leg right now. So what can I do to ease the pain? Can I buy some meals? Can I just send positive energy? Can I pray? What can I do to help? And your name doesn't have to be attached to it. Everybody thinks, oh, I want recognition for the things that I do. But you shouldn't. You should just do it. Just do it. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which that's kind of fitting. It's on fire. And it's normally a new card. It would be new. It's in a new place. But it's strong. It even had a fire NATO a tornado and a fire put together in that mess. And that you cannot tell me was conjured up by the Democrats. That was conjured up by spirit. And maybe it needs some cleansing, I don't know, but it's on fire. And we need to try to help save lives. We need to try not just to put a Band-Aid on something. And insurance companies, don't even get me started on insurance companies. I could go off on that for days. I mean, they're, people pay in. The bottom line for the insurance company is deny. I make more money if I deny and they don't fight me. So tell you what, if you're paying insurance on your house and you live in California, you fight for all it's worth, because you've worked hard for that. You've paid in for that, for the coverage that they said they would give you. So fight for it. Do not roll over. Well, a lot of fire cards. This talks about letting some things go. A lot of times we do have to let stuff go in order for new things to come in. It's like your closet can only be full of the same sweaters that you've had forever until you get rid of them. So we got to get rid of some new stuff, of some old stuff, and start fresh. And sometimes that's the best thing. Set it on fire, let it go. Start fresh. So this year, start fresh. Start fresh. Be somebody different. Be nicer. Be kinder. Have more generous words, not only to everybody else, but to yourself too. Because remember, you are unique. And the last card I have here is the Three of Pentacles, and this is paper. I've had a lot of paper stuff going on. I'm going to have to figure out what that means. But the Three of Pentacles upside down is, well, if you're living in California, your paper's gone. So if you had something that you needed a copy of, you might have a hard time getting that back. But keep trying. Keep striving. You can do this. You can do this. Sometimes I say it takes a village, but you know what? It does take a village. It takes a community. It takes leadership for people to help us to be the best we can be. And it takes all of us to chip in, not just one or two or a couple 100 million. It takes all of us, everyone, to chip in and be kind. Just be kind. That's all you got to do. With that being said, stay mystical.